Evening ladies and gents, hope you're all keeping fine and dandy. Geoff Keighley is back with this year's Summer Game Fest, or should I say Space and Shooter Game Fest, am I right? It was just under 2 hours, was pretty long, but we got loads of trailers and announcements, and I'm here to condense it into one easy package for you. So leave a like, subscribe if you like this video, and let's dive in. Kicking things off on a great buzz, we had Street Fighter 6 with a look at a new character, or I say a returning character, Gil. Brand new look at his new design, bit more on some of the fighting mechanics for the new title, and I just can't tell you how excited I am for this one. It looks like an incredible entry into the next generation of fighting games. We then got a completely CG trailer for Aliens Dark Descent. It looks tense enough, but hard to be impressed when there's absolutely no gameplay. Coming out sometime next year. We then had a dive into a gameplay demo with Callisto Protocol, and saw some of this last week in the PlayStation Showcase, but here we had a nice look into the details and the environments, look at a unique gun that you can use, as well as an idea of the melee combat. There was a lot to feel impressed about, and it's worth checking out if you're the slightest bit curious. Also, the ending death was jokes. We then got a playthrough of one of the levels in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It was a fairly long playthrough at that. It's Call of Duty, they've nailed their formula, by now you either like them or you don't, and it's coming out October 28th. We then had a quick trailer and announcement for Witchfire. It's a dark first-person shooter fantasy. It's a cool enough trailer, movement options look pretty good, and the ability to use different types of magic was neat, but not really much else to it though. We then had a new trailer for a game called Routine, which is another horror sci-fi shooter. Starting to see the trend, aren't you? You're just swapping out the aliens for robots this time. And then a really weird plugin from Dwayne Johnson for one of his drinks, I think, as well as a Black Adam trailer. Put a fucking shirt on, man. And then a new free-to-play RTS game announced from Frost Giant Studios called Stormgate. It was mostly a CG trailer. Design-wise, it looks like Indiana Jones meets Devil May Cry with some mechas, but best put it into the back of your head until later on this year. We then had a new trailer for American Arcadia, which basically looks like Truman Show meets Grand Theft Auto. Clean visuals, nothing fancy, and Trevor needs to escape this televised city. No release date as of yet though. And then, is this another Goat Sim game? Goat Simulator 3, coming out this year later on. The trailer was pretty jokes to be fair. Following that was another trailer for Marvel Midnight Suns, with a look at some of the new villains and heroes coming to the game, including Venom, Spider-Man, and Evil Hulk. Loving that Spider-Man suit as well, and I'm really excited to see more in this game. It's just a shame we didn't get any actual gameplay here. Coming out October 27th. We then got a look at one of the new bosses coming in the Cuphead DLC. God, I still have PTSD from trying to complete this game. Coming June the 30th. We then got another look for Neon White, a first-person card-like action game with this almost Mirror's Edge-like graphics. It's been a while since we saw the last trailer for this. It looks very unique, but just not really one for me. Not long off now, coming out next week. We then had another look into Midnight Fight Express, a top-down action beat-em-up game, and it's looking more improved since the last time we saw it. Just looks like some silly high-octane fun really. Coming out August the 23rd. And then we got a new look into Honkai Star Rail, a turn-based strategy game from the makers of Genshin Impact, which is easily one of my favourite games out there at the moment. The graphics look great, got a look into the story, some of the characters, bit of gameplay. It was a great trailer, not that I'm biased or anything. Hoyoverse then dropped a second game on us called Zenless Zone Zero, basically taking the gameplay of Genshin Impact into an urban punk environment. God, this company is on fire. Gameplay looks fluid, fast, the characters look exciting, flashy. I love it. No release date on either of these unfortunately yet, and I'm just praying it comes to PS5 like Genshin. We then got a 6-player game mode coming out to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, coming out later on this month. I'm always up for games breaking that 4-player limit, and this will be perfect for the Switch. Following that was a new trailer for One Piece Odyssey, a new look on the story and the setting. God, I'm so behind on this anime. Graphics look great though, and it looks like one for JRPG fans to look out for, anime fans in particular. I just wished it didn't hold back so much on showing us gameplay. Coming out later this year. We then had a trailer for Metal Hellsinger, a first-person rhythm shooter done to the songs of heavy metal. Demo is out now on PS4, Xbox and PC if you're up for trying it. Supermassive Games dropped a new trailer for The Quarry, which is a interactive narrative with quite a few famous faces here. The kid from Detective Pikachu, and is that the scary grandma from The Visit? Coming out July the 4th. Saints Row announced a Boss Factory trailer, which is a new game mode out available today, where you can essentially create your own character with a ton of customization options, ready for when the game drops August 23rd. We We had a new trailer for Warhammer 40k Darktide, which just looks like everything we've already seen today. At least it's 4-player co-op, and I'm sure Warhammer fans will be happy. We then had a new announcement for a horror game called Layers of Fears, which kind of feels like a direct competitor to Resident Evil Village, which looked much better to be fair, coming out early next year. And then finishing things off with an underwhelming bang was a Naughty Dog update. Talks on a new standalone title, which is a Last of Us multiplayer game, as well as the HBO TV show currently being filmed, but no clips on either of them. But we did get a look into the Last of Us Part 1 remake coming to PC and PS5. Built from the ground up, and this is probably what I'm most excited for from Naughty Dog. Just an excuse to play this game again really, and pretend Last of Us 2 never existed. Some of the side-by-side comparisons really show how much improvement there is to the models and the environment. Coming out the 2nd of September this year. So yeah, that was kind of it really. Not the best Game Fest that we've seen, but I'm sure there was something in here for everyone. Hopefully you found this summary useful. I'm curious to see what everyone's favourite announcement was. Honkai Star Rail and ZZZ for me, unsurprisingly. And as always, stay tuned for more reviews and movies, anime and video games. And game event breakdowns as well, I guess. Anyways, until next time, take care. Bye.